And for more insight into the 50 years of China-Brazil diplomatic relations, I'm now joined by Maurício Junior, President of TVT Brazil. Mr. Junior, a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you so much for making time for CGTN.
This is my pleasure. It's an honor to be here, part of this show.
I want to start with the creative industries cooperation between China and Brazil. Do you find that a valuable component in the relationship? And how can China and Brazil leverage the creative industries to strengthen their bilateral relationship?
For sure. I believe that creative industry has a great impact in serving as a cultural diplomacy tool because it allows country to share their values and ideas using interesting formats like music, dance, festivals, gastronomy, and film. And we have a very successful case happening right now here in Brazil with the Chinese culture season that is celebrating the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between China and Brazil. The Wu opera company from Zhejiang, sorry for my pronunciation, is performing in various cities here in Brazil, and it is completely sold out. And it's a very, very good example of this kind of relationship. And I believe that we, as media partners, could broadcast more festivals and give more publicity to this kind of shows, and also cover different culture events like the Chinese New Year, artists, maybe C-pop that is growing here in Brazil. So that's why I believe the creative industry is very important in our relationship.
Sir, what about media partnerships? Do you think that should be encouraged, that should be supported? I mean, having you on our program today certainly marks a crucial step, an example, if you will, of bringing the two countries' media outlets together. Do you think this should be something that we can encourage, we can continue to see in the future? And how can they collaborate in media production to highlight our shared values?
Sure, this interchange of culture is very, very important, and we should do more like co-productions in documentaries and TV series, for example. We could appeal, we could make more more documentaries that appeals for like both Chinese and Brazilian audience to increase the understanding and appreciation of each culture, like cultural tourism, lifestyle, um, show how factories in China works, because this is a topic that all Brazilians want to know, the new technology, sports, and even gastronomy. I think producing this kind of series and documentaries could strengthen our relationship and also make it clearer how is it to live in Brazil, how is it to live in China. TV series is really important to make this point, and we Brazilians really like to watch series from all over the world, and I believe that there is a space for TV series, Chinese TV series here in Brazil.
In media co-production, it is vital to find that topic or that theme that speaks to audiences in both countries, don't you think? So what kind of topics or themes do you think would resonate most in both countries?
I believe that cultural themes are very, very, very important, as well as lifestyle, because I think it is important to show how is it like to live in China, how is it to work there, to make it clearer for the world that China is a very good place to live, and there is lots of development happening, and people are happy and striving, as well as to show the same thing from our side, because there is a lot of uh, fake news or misunderstanding on our both sides. So I think that when we show how we live, our culture, and as I said, like our gastronomy is also very important to to have this bond between the cultures.
Mr. Junior, you don't need me to remind you that digital media and social platforms are transforming global communication as you carry out daily management of your organization. I believe this is something you're faced on a daily basis also. In the face of this reality and this media landscape, how can Brazil and China use these tools, utilize these tools to enhance communication?
Sure. Uh, Today, not only the younger generation is consuming content from our mobile devices, actually, everyone is doing it and carrying it everywhere they go. So it is key to create content focused on these platforms and make sure that the content that we make is suitable for every platform. And also, it is very important to interact with the audience, because nowadays it's not enough to just create content. We have to interact, we have to listen, we have to make sure that people also are heard, and make their voices heard. I think this is the magic of social media and these new platforms. We are making sure that this technology is being well used, and also it is very important to have this exchange of culture as well, because I know that the way that Chinese people consume media and also social media is a bit different from Brazil. So we have to understand each other and learn from each other to make it uh, better.
Mr. Junior, we thank you for your expertise and analysis. I really enjoyed our conversation. We do hope to have you back some other time. Thank you so much.